What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
The Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks nabbed the number one draft lottery pick. The number one ball. With a 1.8% chance of obtaining such position. Jumped 10 spots for that lottery ball. And will now, more than likely, grab number one draft prospect Cooper Flagg with the number one pick in the NBA draft. Are you kidding me? Listen. I cannot believe this is coincidence. I cannot believe this is luck. Considering the context, especially everything that just happened with the Dallas Mavericks. The extremely surprising and improbable trade that occurred. Getting rid of Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis and some other players. But you get what I'm saying. Parting with the beloved Luka Doncic, who was family to Dallas and that fan base. They loved Luka unconditionally. Fresh off an NBA Finals appearance, traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Here, LeBron James. Here, JJ Redick. Here, Jeannie Buss. Here, LA. Take Luka, a top 3 player in the league, who's still young in his prime. We'll take Anthony Davis, who doesn't have much years left. Yeah. One of the best defensive players in the league, and when he's engaged, one of the better offensive players in the league. Asterisk, when he's engaged. Another asterisk, when he's healthy. Then, Kyrie Irving. What did he, tear his Achilles or tear his ACL? I can't remember, one of the two. I think it was the ACL. But either way, season-ending injury. He won't be back till late next season at best. They actually were in the play-in tournament and lost. And then Cooper Flagg falls in their lap. You can't tell me there isn't some rigging here, man. I'm starting to find that hard to believe because there have been other drafts in the past, draft lottery situations where I was like, how the hell? What? And it's really unfair. They got to change the system or something, man. They do. You've had some franchises that have been bottom of the barrel for a very long time, praying for that number one draft pick, and they can never goddamn get it. They gotta switch it up, man. How do they expect some of these other teams to get better? The smaller markets, especially when it's hard for them to sign bigger players, but now they can't get the draft picks either to get somebody with, very good potential that they can build around and hopefully take them to the promised land. I don't know, but here we are. Here we are. Now, in hindsight, you can't predict these things. In hindsight, you might look at that trade, everybody that was like, this is the worst trade in NBA history. Nico's an idiot. The Lakers are getting away with highway robbery yet again. Now you look at it and it's like, so we get rid of our young superstar and Luka Doncic, who could take the franchise somewhere in the next 8 to 10 years. But now we get a young phenom in Cooper Flagg with Anthony Davis, with Kyrie Irving. Cooper, AD, and Kyrie, as opposed to what would have been just Luka and Kyrie. Now you're looking at it like, did Nico predict the future? Was Nico a soothsayer? Was Nico in on the rigging? Man, I got a lot of questions, man. This is very suspect. I'm just saying. But either way, here we are. And I can tell you this already. In his rookie year, obviously, Cooper Flagg isn't going to be close to the offensive player Luka Doncic is. We know that. But I'll tell you one thing. He'll be twice as good defensively than Luka in his rookie year. I could promise you that, without a doubt. I don't even have to see him play on the NBA floor to know that. That's how abysmal Luka is on defense. They're going to have some size on that Dallas Mavericks team with the acquisition of Cooper Flagg. Whew, they already got size, but you take a young phenom like Cooper? What is he, like 6'9"? 6'10", something like that? Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it when I saw the headline, when I had woke up. I'm like, huh? Like a damn cartoon character. The eyes all popping out my head. That's like, the Dallas Mavericks got what? They're going to draft Cooper Flagg? Part of me is like, man, the Dallas fans deserve this after what happened to them. After getting their hearts snatched out of their chest in the middle of the night to wake up to some bullshit. They deserve this. I'm happy for Dallas. But the other part of me is like, I'm tired of the NBA and this type of shit, man. There's just so much examples and evidence of like tampering. And like blatant tampering from players and coaches at times when the league has done nothing about it. And then stuff like this with lottery balls. I don't know, man. This doesn't really sit right with me. And I'm kind of going back and forth because, like I said, hey, man, good for y'all, Dallas. Man, y'all had a rough year. And that's the other reason. It's like, if he fell in their lap because everything that happened with that organization and the fans and the city, here, we're going to give you Cooper Flagg to make up for everything. How about that, Dallas? You'll be back in it in no time. Regardless to what happens with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving in the short term or even in the long term as far as their careers inside of Dallas, you have Cooper Flagg, a player that you can build around for the next 10 to 15 years should he decide to stay or should management decide to keep him or not keep him, because we see the Mavericks don't give a about who you are. If they feel like you don't belong on this team no more, we're shipping him out. Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, they don't care. I wonder how Dallas Mavericks fans feel now. I really do. Does this ease up the pain a little bit? Are they happy? Do they feel like they broke even? I want to hear from the voices of the real Dallas Mavericks fans out there. What do y'all think about this? That's all I got to say about it, man. Sound off in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.